Hi, my name is Ángel Domínguez. I'm a freelance translator living in Lorca, Spain. I have translated things like this, or this,
Negative, don't do it! Shoot out the window, you all die!
and probably one of the apps on your iPhone. Now welcome to the lesson for week 5 of Introduction to Music Production. This week I will demonstrate how to configure an equalization plugin to replicate the EQ section of a large mixing console. In fact, I've chosen one of the most legendary mixing consoles in recent music history. But first, a bit of context. A few weeks ago I watched a great documentary called Sound City. It's been directed by Foo Fighters leader Dave Grohl, and it tells the story of a recording studio called Sound City, where some of the best artists recorded historic albums.
On the wall. That's what I'm talking about.
Tom Petty,
Fleetwood Mac,
Neil Young, man.
Cheap Trick,
Chili Peppers.
Pat Benatar. Guns N' Roses.
Nine Inch Nails, Foreigner,
Rat.
Johnny Cash,
Metallica.
Dude, how many music albums have been made there?
We chose Sound City because Nevermind was recorded there.
If you're one of my fellow students, you will certainly love this movie. Have a look at soundcitymovie.com to learn more. Now, one of the true stars of the documentary was the Neve console that was used to mix all those albums. It was a technical marvel and was highly praised for its warm, true sound. So for this exercise, I've chosen the Neve 1073, an equalization module that has been manufactured since the early 70s and was used on that original Neve console. First, I will add an EQ plugin to this track. Let's make it bigger. I'll use the horizontal version of the 1073 module as a visual reference. As you can see, it has 3 shelving filters for low, mid and high frequencies, and a high pass filter. So in order to replicate this in the EQ plugin, I'll move from the right to the left of this module. Let's start with the high pass filter. The manual provides the exact specifications. It says the filter applies 18 decibels per octave, and the cutoff point can be set at 4 different frequencies: 50, 80, 160 and 300 Hz. I'll leave it at 50 for now, and I'll turn it off. Next is the low shelving filter, which goes from minus 16 dB to plus 16 dB, and has selectable frequencies of 35, 60, 110 and 220 Hz. I'll leave it at 110 Hz and disable it for now. The mid-shelving filter can provide gain from minus 18 to plus 18 dB, and the available center frequencies are 360, 700, 1600, 3200, 4800, and 7200 Hz. The Q for this filter, as well as all the other filters, is fixed, but the instructions do not specify its value. I'll leave this filter set at 700 Hz and a gain of 4 dB, and I'll disable it for now as well. Finally, the high shelving filter. According to the manual, it has a fixed frequency of 12,000 Hz. And the gain goes from minus 16 dB to plus 16 dB. All the filters I've just set are available now. All I have to do is activate them. So here is the high pass filter, the low shelving filter, the mid shelving filter, and the high shelving filter. Now I can just change the parameters to my liking. Just remember that the gray line is the resulting equalization curve when using all these filters at once. The only thing left to do is to save the configuration so I can use it in the future. I will just give it the name of the module, Neve 1073. And here it is, waiting for me to recall it. With this particular plugin, you don't get the exact behavior of the original module, with things like fixed frequencies. This plugin gives you a continuous frequency sweep, so you would have to refer to the manual if you want to stick to how the original device works. I encourage you to download the PDF of the manual. The URL is included in the video description below. The exact specifications of the filters are on page 7, And it's really interesting to see how they are explained and to become familiarized with the language. So that concludes my lesson for this week. Thank you for your time.